There we go. Did you say something in yours?
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, nice. Perfect. Sounds good.
Good.
We're in. All right. Three, two, one. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It is the Sankes Den. I am your host with the most, the only guy in the cold without a coat, the only guy without a life vest on the boat, Snake himself. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. We got a special guest, my dad, Julio. He is joining us. If you're watching live with us, welcome everybody. How's it going? We are on Twitch from now on. We're doing the live show in the beginning, and then I'll edit it and put it out on YouTube for you guys to watch later. But if you want to watch it live, it is at the Sankes Den on Twitch. We're doing it live every single time now, guys. So come and join us. It'll be fun. But yeah, we're just hanging out today. Had my dad over. Thought we'd do a podcast. I've been a little MIA lately. A lot going on in my life, so sorry about the disappearance. But we're back, baby. We had to cut some ties, you know? But what up, Dad? How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, it was nice seeing you again. It's been a few weeks. You know, I just been hunkering down over there in Chandler.
Yeah, hunkering down. That's right. Corona. It's Corona time, folks.
To work and right back up to my bungalow, my apartment, and just watch free TV. It's nice to have baseball on. Fox, you know.
Yeah. What's up?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say it's so weird to watch baseball with the fake fans. They're like CGI'd into the screen, so while you're watching on TV, it looks like there's a crowd there. And do you like that? Like, I don't know.
You know what? I don't mind watching it. To me, like, remember when I said they had golf on? You know, you don't have to listen to some idiot in the back when it's a par 5, 800-yard hole, and you got some guy in the back when somebody drives that said, get in the hole.
Yeah, get in the hole.
You know?
I mean, only
so
you don't like those little things.
You don't need the junk
though,
fans
like.
anyway, you know?
Like, that wouldn't bother the average guy, though.
You know, you miss sometimes when they pan.
Yeah.
You know, they pan first, third base to see who's pretty sitting there. But, you know, other than that, I don't miss them. This way you get to see the true character of the player.
The golf especially, it's not a huge deal because, like you said, it's supposed to be quiet.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like it's not supposed to be people. I'll never forget my buddy. We were at the Waste Management. He was yelling the most obscene things while everyone was quiet. You know what I'm talking about. He was yelling like, "Oh, I won't even say it. I won't call him out. He'll know. Everyone will know who it is when I say it." So, no, but yeah, golf. But baseball is just a little weird. I mean, just do half the capacity, and then just have them,
and
spaced out. You can do it online. You can have the seating chart online, and you can pick your seats like the movie theaters.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. You know, but for me, it doesn't bother me because I quit contributing to the payrolls of professional sports teams. I don't know if you remember going back years. I said, you know what? It's just I'm not going to buy a ticket. I'm not going to buy their jerseys.
Yeah.
If they put it on TV for free, I'll watch them. And you know why? Because it's times like this is when you see all this going on. Politics and sports is one now. Used to be separated, so you know what? For me, when I can just watch it on TV, watch them doing their thing, that's fine.
No, these guys should use their fame to promote this, whatever they want to promote. My argument is let's not do it while we're in the middle of the game, or even right before the game. It shouldn't be done there just because I can't do it at work.
TVs gave them a podium when they're doing their
media
job.
Yep.
The media gives them a podium, and they're going to take advantage of it. So hey, you got a choice. You can either watch it or don't watch it. So,
totally. I mean, I'm going to watch it.
If you're going to watch it, hey, if you're going to watch it, don't bitch about it.
Yeah. I know what you mean, but all I'm saying is
you have a choice.
eventually something's got to happen where something's going to get decided whether or not they're going to let them do these things or they're going to not let them do it.
Not while there's all that advertising money out there.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to let them do it because they're afraid they're going to lose advertising.
TV's letting them do it, so advertising. You know who's making all the ching is advertising.
Yeah, but it's all about the people. A lot of people, they're talking about having 2 separate anthems at the football game.
Hey, you know, like I said, you can watch it or don't watch it. When they're doing the 2 anthems, get out of the room, then come back.
Let's unify by making 2 songs for 2 races.
It's already integrated. It's not going to go away, so
no,
be prepared for it to be
saying?
there.
You're just saying things. It's integrated. What's integrated?
It's politics and sports.
No, I'm talking about, though, they're having 2 separate anthems for 2 races.
That's what I'm saying. Politics and sports.
That's not gonna. That's not happening.
You
though.
think
They're not gonna
you,
let them do that.
Oh,
this is what I don't think. That's not a for sure. Which
not yet.
I get what they're. I mean, honestly, I don't get the 2 anthem things. We're supposed to be unifying everybody, right?
What's the other anthem?
A Black Lives Matter made an anthem.
Oh, well, there you go. Politics
they're
and
not,
sports.
Yeah, I get that, but they're not going to do that. They're not going to let them have that. There's not going to be 2 anthems.
Not until a bunch of people go out and protest something until they say, well, maybe we better change.
I think the world is sort of waking up to who's protesting and who's just making a mess.
Good point.
I think people are starting to open their eyes and seeing who's actually at fault here. I mean,
who's actually protesting.
Yeah, yeah.
If you look at the news, who's out there?
Yeah, who's doing stupid stuff?
Bunch of white women.
Don't yell so much.
Bunch of white women and men.
Yeah.
If you take a
well, it's the Karens at the time. I don't really want to talk about the politics. Let's not talk about politics. No, I don't want to talk about politics.
No, let's not talk about that.
Just be safe out there and just recognize what's going on. That's all we say. But this is not a politics show. We're not going to have politics going on. So that's just what it is. But, I mean, you're right. Politics and sports are integrated, and it's a shame. I'm glad that sports decided to come back.
No, that's why I say get back to your question. To me, with no fans, it doesn't. I can enjoy it because I'd rather watch professional football on TV because it's more. It's more of entertainment that way. It's nice to go to the stadium. I've been there.
What about the argument for the players? Like without the fans, it's not bringing that like you see Ray Lewis coming out back in the day.
Some sports like football, the defense needs that crowd noise.
You know what I mean?
You know what? They can pump it in. It's going to be different, but football's looking at having just limited fans, and they can pump in loud music. So
yeah, they'll pump in loud music, but that's illegal.
But they do. That sport there, hockey.
Atlanta Falcons got in trouble.
Basketball. We'll see how basketball is going to be your test.
Atlanta Falcons got in trouble for pumping crowd noise in not too long ago. So they're able to do it.
Yeah, but
it's
they were
just
a
not
little
okay.
louder when the opponent was up.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a little different.
Yeah, right when they went up, it would get really loud so they couldn't hear each other.
Yeah. You ain't going to get,
But that'll happen, Well, it may not happen, but these are things that they're going to have to think about. What if the home team decides to make their pumping crowd noise louder?
As long as they get on TV, what I say, that's the advertising dollars. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's where their big revenue's from. It's from advertising from the stations.
Yeah, no, for real. And there's a lot of money out there in advertisement being made, especially right now with everything going on. Everyone's at home. So advertisements flowing all over your computer screen, it's nonstop.
See, I'm not on social media and all that, but I understand there's a lot of it's with ads. Your ads have made people.
It's terrible.
People unknowns money at the kazoo.
Yeah.
You got people that travel and don't travel, sit in a room with a poster behind them, telling people this is a great place to go, and you're believing them. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
People they make all kind of money. What do they call them?
What do you mean?
Those people that do that, that have those podcasts that travel and people.
They're not like the snake, you know what I mean?
The snake. No, he sits on a bucket in his third bedroom, which he doesn't rent, with a Steeler gear and
funds are low. It's Corona.
yeah,
It's Corona time.
He's not a rich man.
I'm not sitting on a bucket.
Well, get back to politics there. Let me just say this. Protesting.
Obviously, I'm not a rich man.
Protesting.
Yet.
When they're protesting, all these black lighters mad because of what's happening too, and then you got other people that are protesting for wages and stuff. Let them understand that you're one of them people too that don't make a lot of money, and you'd like to make more money too. So your life matters too, not just black matters.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Like, that's the thing.
But I'm just saying.
That's what they're saying. Media's taking it out of hand. Like that, they took it way out of hand. Like all lives do matter.
The majority of people that are out there protesting right now for Black Lives Matter is white men, women, and white guys that are looking for white women. If you look at the front line, if you look at the riots and with the chaos that's going on,
it's a lot of there's white, more Caucasian.
Yeah, the Black Lives Matter know what's going on. They're sitting at home collecting the unemployment checks, and these other people are
Now you're getting off base. You don't know. I don't think. Yeah, no. You haven't done a little research of it yet. It's a political party. It's not a thing anymore. It's an actual political party.
Yeah, I know.
They've said that. They've come out of it. So there's no there's people that are sitting Black Lives Matter somewhere.
But they have a lot of people of different color that are out there protesting for that cause.
Like I said, I don't want to talk about politics.
But they're in the same
gets heated and frustrating.
For being shot.
I can't believe people actually defend no police around. I mean, you look at New York. Like, there's videos all online.
Absolutely.
Go check out the video of Detroit. One gangbanger killed 4 people in a ice cream shop. They had it on camera. Absolutely absurd. I mean, one guy was it looked like 4 guys were in blue and 1 guy was in red. And the one guy in blue was laughing at the guy in red, and they were pointing at each other. Next thing, out of nowhere, dude pulls out a gun, shoots 3 guys in the head in there. One dude runs out, shoots him in the back of the head. Literally all on camera. There's stuff going on in, I believe it was Minneapolis, where it was a girl and a child where they were driving, and a mob jumped on their car, pushing their car, not letting them through. The girl called the police, and the police said to call the city hall because they've been told not to do stuff with the mobs and the rioters and stuff. It's absolutely absurd.
No, there's just,
it's absurd.
There's good organizations out there, and they have righteous causes. And
there's just, and this is not one. Well, it's turning into not one.
And there's not so, that are trying to turn into something else. And there's a lot of them are white anarchists.
Let's just not talk about this.
They're just
we don't know enough of what we're talking about.
You know what? If you read that book I gave you,
can we stop? I don't want to talk about politics anymore.
That book, you ought to bring that book out. Read that book, those chapters, how,
It's just, we don't know enough of what we're talking about, so let's just stop. It's not. The media only shows what they want you to see. So you're seeing certain things, and that's all you know because you're not there. We don't know what's really going on.
Well, the camera shows it.
That they're only showing you, again, what they want you to see. So, yeah, you have to go look for that, but they're not showing it to you on your news.
All I was trying to say is there's a lot of people out there that are, protesting for the right things.
Yeah, okay. Then let's just leave it at that. Yeah, you're talking about anarchists, people let's not get into any of that though, because we don't know what we're talking
that's what's
about.
Going on, yeah. You might not know, but I realize what's going on.
He knows, yeah. But all right, so we're going camping here in a couple weeks.
Maybe.
Getting excited. No? You're not going?
Still, you haven't said.
It's 10 days away. I mean, it's not that far away.
Well, yeah, I told you I had to be back Monday. You didn't say anything. You said, let me check my schedule. I had to be back.
No, that'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah, well, then
I have off till Tuesday, so if you need to be back by Monday, I got it. We're good.
Yeah, well, you didn't say anything after that.
Yeah. So. No, we're good. So I'm excited. I'm ready to rock and roll, ready to go camping.
I don't know if we'll get all this in the back. But
no.
If I'm going to sleep in the tent, this is
don't
going
move the table too much.
Because I'm sleeping on the top of this thing. So this is definitely going.
No, that's mine.
And
again, thank you, Uncle Gary, for giving me a bunch of camping equipment. I'm using.
Too bad he didn't give you a sleeping bag because I don't have a sleeping bag.
What are you talking about? I got 3 brand new sleeping bags.
Okay, because I wasn't really going to want to buy one because
you don't need
this is the first time I'm going camping in a while, so I didn't want to invest in that.
Snaky Poo has everything you need. All right, you want to go camping? Mr. Snake's got it. I got
It's
a
just
bag
going to be
for
us
you.
living out in the woods together for a couple of days to see how it
Jesus,
works
I know.
out.
If you guys heard this conversation so far, I don't know how we're gonna handle 2 nights together in the
Right, we
forest.
barely make it through a visit for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah,
at a
in
time.
civilization.
Yeah, so
Not to mention, someone may not come back. It got real quiet there.
well, you know why? Because you just put yourself on tape. So if one of us don't come back, somebody's going to jail.
Somebody.
Let's just hope one of us don't get eaten by a bear.
I
'Cause
know.
the other one's going to jail.
Yeah, because of what you just said. Like I said, you bring this stuff into... So, hold on.
Right.
I'm going to bring this out. I'm going to tell you guys about this. What he likes to do is just say things, and they're usually kind of like in the not positive, like, oh, this could happen. Like, oh, terrible things could happen. And they end up happening after he says it. So I tell him, stop saying these things. Because they keep happening. And he starts saying things like, oh, one of us might get eaten by a bear. Don't say that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because next thing you know, someone's getting eaten by a bear. I don't want that. Do you want that?
Well, you know what? When you're out in the wilderness, anything can happen, right? So you want to be prepared.
Well, last time I
You
was
want to know
out...
how this all started? We were at the dog park one day, and these dogs are running all over the place because it's a dog park. 2 of them happened to almost cut
Okay.
behind me.
Hold on, we'll tell him first.
Cut behind me, almost cut my legs out. So I turned to Jacob saying, you know, you better be aware because these dogs could cut your legs out from underneath you. So know what happens. He's not paying attention. What do you think happens to him? He gets
get
his
laid
legs cut
out.
out from him.
No, I get
only tell him
laid
things
out.
to think about, folks.
Decleated.
Not morbid things and stuff like that.
Not morbid.
I've experienced a lot more than he has. He doesn't realize that. He thinks I've been a sheltered child or something. I don't know, but I just
Right
try,
at the beginning of the podcast, I've just
try
been
to-
hunkering down.
I just try to give him some of my life experiences, and just be aware of
Yeah,
something.
getting eaten by bears. You just said, oh, what if we get eaten by a bear?
And
That's
and
not
if you want to
morbid.
run the tape back,
That's not
you'll see
morbid.
why that started. Because he said one of us might not come back, and I said, well, one of us will go to jail because you just put it on tape.
I didn't imply that. You took it there.
You didn't imply that, and then did a move like this and turn to me, or is that just acting?
I plead the fifth. Put that on tape.
Yeah. So when you run this back and you see all this, and
Yeah. No, but before we started the podcast, you had an interesting point about ticks and how weird and crazy they are, especially going camping like for dogs. If you go camping, guys, this is actually a big thing. You got to get the tick spray for your dogs because they could die. You could die.
And here again, I gave him an experience because I was in the military and
Morbid.
I did about
Another morbid experience.
morbid experience. I was
Death
stationed
by
in
tick.
Texas for my my training, and when we went out into the field, they told us before we went out, preparing us, that there's ticks out there, so watch out.
Wait, who was preparing you?
The sergeants, the drill sergeants, and stuff.
In what? The military? You were in the
Yes.
military? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
military.
I didn't
They're
know if
going
you
out
said
on
that.
field
So you
maneuvers.
fill the people in. There's a
So I just
podcast.
let them know, and then I just gave them a little tidbit that a lot of the guys used to wear pantyhose because the ticks wouldn't be able to penetrate that.
Yeah, that's
But
what.
first night, coming back from the field exercise, got in the shower, and no crap, there's 3 ticks on my legs. And I was just telling them, you can't pull them. You have to use like a lit cigarette, something hot, and you put it right real close to them, and they back themselves out. Just some information, but I don't know how he took it, so,
Here, you just get a little closer to
He
that. so
he
it'll
always
record you.
thinks I'm
It's just...
off base.
I just think it's more... When I was sports betting, he would go, ooh, this is
Yeah.
going to happen
This
with
is one
your
guy.
bet.
This is one guy that shouldn't be betting anyway.
Oh,
He didn't
my
even
God.
know about the spread.
No.
He had no idea until he called his
So
friend in
basically,
Vegas.
we argued... What was that?
It was a thump.
Basically, we argued about the same exact thing that was said differently for like 4 days. He said the spread, how'd you say it?
We were talking about his bet. He said, okay, I had this team, and then he said,
I have this team needs to win by 7.
Minus 7 points.
This team needs to win by 7. It's minus 6.5.
Said,
needs to win by 7.
So I go, okay, you're already 7 points down. And he goes, what? What are you talking about? And so we got in a big thing like that.
But now I understand what he's saying.
And I said, you shouldn't be betting.
No, I get what he's saying, that you're giving the 7. I guess you're giving the 7, but that I just explained it to him. It's 0-0. My team scored 7 points. I'm winning at the moment. It's the simple terms. Like, you know what I mean? This guy was bringing in like, oh no, you down 7, you negative. I'm like, what are you saying?
Basically, he didn't understand the
I didn't
point
understand
spread, how
that
it worked.
first. Yes, I understand how the points. See, this is where the argument's set in. I understand how the point system works. It's the way you explain it that confuses everybody.
Yes, it did confuse everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Even Chris, remember we called him?
Yeah, and he tried to set you straight. I mean, I was just explaining how you're down 7 points, so I don't. If you can take that any way you want.
But sports is back, so folks, if you're betting, bet MGM. They have a nice little site there. Get all the good odds, up to date.
Or you'll get lucky.
No, I've won quite a bit of money consistently sports betting. So, but everyone knows how it goes when you sports bet. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose by like that half a point. You know what I mean? It's just what happens. I mean, Vegas is somehow so good with that. They can pinpoint literally before games start, before rosters are out. They can pinpoint the game where the points are gonna be. It's incredible.
They just play the odds.
I mean, they set the odds. They set the odds.
To where
Vegas
sets more on
the
the sucker bets. And then
Vegas sets the odds. Me and Chris, we beat Vegas. A lot of people beat Vegas. It was 2 years ago. For some reason, the odds makers were not believing in Kansas City. It was like 2 years ago, Kansas City Chiefs. And they kept having their spread minus 6.5, and they were playing bad teams. Exactly. And so everyone was stealing money for like 3 weeks, and they said Vegas lost just millions of dollars on the Chiefs. Yeah, but then, when they got it, all of a sudden the spreads were minus 16.5, which is where they should have been. I mean, they were blowing teams out. It would be like Chiefs and Browns, minus 6.5 Chiefs. It was like, yeah, obviously that's going to play out. Like, oh yeah, just craziness. So sports are back. If you like to bet, boom boom, we're back, baby. If you guys want pick of the weeks, we could start doing that actually. Now that football's coming back, and we'll see how good we are. That's what we'll do. I'm gonna do my picks, he'll do his picks. Every Sunday we'll have them here live in the morning for you. Boom, there you go. It's the snake Sunday Snake'em picks. Sunday Snake'ems. Yep, that's happening. We're going to put it on the board there. Hell yeah. But yeah, back to ticks. How did we get to betting?
What?
Oh, with his morbid stories, yeah.
How did we get to what?
We were talking about ticks, and then we got to betting. But it was because we were talking about your stories.
Right. Yeah. That's all it was.
I was just wondering how we got there.
Yeah. I just want to give him a little background about you. That's all. I mean, and
he's just trashing me.
I'm not trashing you. How sometimes it's difficult to talk. That's all.
Yeah, and a lot of things have been going on in my life the last week, and I've been thinking about stuff like that. So I'm gonna start being more patient, more relaxed, less stressed. I had a family member pass recently, so you just got to think about those things. Like, things can just boom, So why spend time, just complaining and worrying about all this stuff going on? Like, I mean, I get it, it's important, but you got to take care of yourself as well. If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able, we're not going to be able to take care of the whole, you know what I mean? We've got a bunch of people that aren't well. How are you going to make the whole fine? You know what I mean? You can't do it. So I've been thinking a lot about that, and that's why I want to go camping. I'm going camping again with you, hopefully, in a couple weeks, and that stuff just kind of recenters you, clears you out.
Leave Saturday morning.
Yeah,
Come back Monday.
Leave Saturday morning, get there early, hang out,
What is
fish.
it? 3-hour drive?
No, it's to get to where we were is 2.5. But I was looking around different places. Yeah, the most we go is 2.5. You were right though. It is close to Utah in a way. It's like 2 hours from the. You got to keep going up Flagstaff though. See, we turn off Flag into Williams.
Right.
Beautiful. Williams, Arizona is beautiful. Well, in that Eagles song, what place? Didn't he go to
Winslow?
It was Winslow. I thought it was Williams. I was like, yeah, see?
Standing on a corner in
Winslow, Arizona.
Yep.
7 women on my mind. I'll play
How many you
a
have
clip
now?
of this if... What?
Women. How many women you have now?
0.
0. So you caught up to me.
Uh-oh.
I can't even get anybody. I was gonna take a couple days off this week and take a drive up to the Grand Canyon. Any women out there want to be my travel buddy? Give me a holler.
Well, there you go. If we get this out in time, I'm sure people might want to go. Yeah, no, I got 0 women too. Well, it's hard. You can't go out and meet. And like if I use like Tinder or something like that, I don't necessarily just want any of these girls just coming over. You know what I mean? Just all the time. I mean, hey, message me. We'll see what happens. Sankes Den. But yeah,
What's that thing that's up there on your screen?
Here, let me get rid of that real quick. It's just showing me that the battery is getting low.
I thought it was covering up my face. You want to?
Well, you're covering up your own face with the mic, though.
Yeah, ain't nobody wants to see my face.
Just
anyway.
move it down a little lower.
Oh,
no,
I can just go back.
This metal part, yeah, push down, just a little bit. Stop moving this.
Well, I was putting it where it was before.
Down. There you go.
I won't touch it.
Well, it's like I just say move this, and you end up.
I know. I didn't realize. I thought it went.
No, just this.
Down. Yeah, I know. I see it now.
You know. Oh my God, David! When I had David on, he was one of my guests I had on. He talked about the frequencies, healing frequencies. Go check that out. I don't know what episode it was, but he's a great guy, awesome to have. He was messing with the mic, and the whole thing came down. In mid podcast, whole thing, and then the table started like boom, boom, shaking. Yeah, so I just tell people, hey, just make sure, just be careful with it. So, but yeah, thanks for coming on. I mean, I just wanted to have my dad on. Like I said, sorry for not putting any content out.
I brought us lunch. If you want to tell them about the lunch I brought over from
carne asada fries.
Papa, you could put a little thing out for Papa Chevos.
How do you say it?
Papa Chevos.
Papa Chevos.
Chevo.
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 EVO, yeah. Papa Chevos.
Alma School in Queen Creek.
Yeah. Papa Chevos, Alma School, Queen Creek. Best carne asada fries I've had in a while. Blows. Forget Filiberto's. I mean, you got to be real wasted to think that's good. But this, if you're in Chandler, Arizona, and you're local, Alma School,
Breakfast
Queen
burritos.
Creek, breakfast burritos, phenomenal there.
Yeah.
It's fresh. It's fresh food, and it's cooked on the spot when you order it.
You have to wait. They'll make it right up for you.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. People expect things to be quick. Well, you're gonna get that quality.
Yeah.
You know?
If it's quick, then it's been sitting around.
It's sitting around.
Somebody didn't want that order, so
that's common with carne asada fries. It's crazy. They have the carne asada kind sitting there, and then they re-saute it.
I had to drive.
I'm like, what the hell is going on?
20-some miles with it, and when I got here, it was still fresh.
Really?
Well, you ate it.
Yeah, I mean, it was fresh. It was good.
The fries weren't soggy.
No, it was good. It had great flavor. They were actually the best carne asada fries I've had in a while.
The price shocked me because it was, and I didn't know this. I went in and I ordered carne asada fries, and she said something, and I said yes. So when she said 21 something with tax, I said okay. But then I was looking at the menu board.
See, first off, for the viewers, if somebody asks you something, definitely don't just go yes.
Well, I heard her say carne asada fries, and that's what I wanted. So
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yes. But then I was looking at the menu board, and it said French fries, $3, And then on this side, if you wanted to add these items, it was $3.50. One of the items was carne asada. So I just took it to be $6.50, and she charged me $10. And I was unaware that carne asada fries come with so much more than just the carne asada and the fries.
Well, not only is there love in every single bite,
fault.
It comes with cheese, guacamole, pico.
Oh yeah, it was all kind of stuff on there. So.
But yeah, Papa Chevos, Chandler, Alma School, Queen
Just
Creek.
wanted to explain myself.
Papa Chevos. I want a T-shirt. If they see this, I want a T-shirt.
Yeah. Because I asked the lady, and I didn't want to sound like I was, why are you charging me so much? And then she pointed it out to me.
Yeah.
And I told her, well, it was the first time I ordered them, so
Yeah.
apologize for that. Thank you.
Nah, I mean, you shouldn't apologize. It's not a big deal.
No, I didn't. I didn't say I was sorry. I just said I heard they were pretty good, and it was the first time I got it, so I'll remember next time. And she just smiled and said, okay.
And they really were. Like, whoever told you, that lady who told you, yeah, that was a good choice. So, but there's a lot of food out there. Definitely support your local as much as you can. So whatever town you're in, support the restaurants around, because we need to keep things open, guys. After Corona hits, guess what? The next epidemic is. It's fucking no businesses, no jobs. So let's try to get through this safely as possible. Masks on, but we got to keep businesses going. Got to keep them going. You look at places like LA and Chicago. They're breaking down. You know what I mean? Places in Chicago, any mom and pop place, I mean, good luck. Unless they're doing a lot of takeout, So definitely support your local restaurants and everything, guys. You got a girlfriend texting you? Who's that? Oh, so yeah, my dad.
Girl I work with.
Girl he works with.
Since
she thought she had COVID. Turns out she's COVID negative.
She hasn't been.
That means
there.
He's
she
negative.
hasn't been at work since June.
I'm negative.
June 7th. No, July 7th. Because her daughter had it.
July.
But you know what? It took her 3 weeks to almost a month to get her test results back. So
what's the point of that? It's like you could get it in between there.
I'm just gonna send her a smiley face.
Yeah. Just say, hey, tell her you're on the podcast and that she should check it out.
No, I'll tell you what I'm gonna send her.
He goes, nah. I'll tell you what I'm gonna say.
No, I didn't mean that. I was just saying that I was gonna send her something different.
But yeah, on a serious note, guys, don't take anything for granted. Your friends, your family, you may argue, whatever. You gotta get over small stuff. Because you never know what can happen. And if anything, this pandemic has showed us anything could happen. And it's happening quickly. Fast. Fast and in a hurry, as they say. Right? But
so I just sent her a thumbs up.
Took him that long.
Yeah.
We have that on tape.
I had to find that.
It took that long to send a thumbs up. He goes, hey, I sent her a thumbs up.
I never said anything about being...
Is she cute?
It wasn't no hurry.
Is Jeanette?
She has a boyfriend. Oh, actually, they're close to, might as well be married. But he lives...
Just because there's a goalie don't mean you can't take your shot.
But she's a nice girl.
Good.
She came to your grandmother's funeral.
Oh. Well, why isn't she in the Sankes Den right now then?
I don't know.
I'll have to ask her that.
I will, because I guess she'll be at work Monday. She hasn't been there since, what'd I say?
July 7th.
What's today's date? Today's the 20... No, what is today's date? Let me look at my phone.
24th? 25th? I don't know.
Today's the 25th.
Time's been a blur lately. So we need to get through these next couple months. It's summertime. It's Corona time.
Her last day she worked was July 6th.
Yeah.
She almost had the
That's
whole
awesome.
month. And then she visited her daughter in South Carolina. She took off the whole month of May. She went
She's
down
living
there
life.
because her daughter...
People have been flying out to South Carolina, even from here. The owner of my work, same thing.
Because her daughter was freaking out about this COVID stuff, so she took off the whole month and flew down there.
And what? Calmed her down?
I don't know what she did.
I don't know either, but people are freaking out. And, it is, like we were talking before the podcast, it is insensitive just to kind of go whatever, because people are dying. Regardless if it's a lot of people, regardless regardless if it's everywhere, it's a pandemic.
You finally know somebody that.
Yeah. Well, not from it though. She just had it. You know, my grandma did pass the other day, and she did have corona. She got corona about 2 weeks ago. Now, she had no symptoms for 2 weeks. She was 89, 90, so we kind of, you know, it was a mix of things.
But
they had her locked
up.
Like
you said, that too.
Not good.
But that's
you know.
that's an effect of that quarantine
yeah,
for her.
just having her
effect
in.
Of that.
Yeah, no, yeah, like, so,
you know,
people do need to take it seriously, and I understand. Now I know somebody. You're right, like, that had to go through that. Like, it's not fun. Like,
being quarantined, not having to have your family be able to visit you.
Yeah, you can't even,
And you can't depend on the help coming in and being, because they're trying to protect you from them, you know, because they're going home. So,
but no one really knows anything, so it's like,
it's a whole lot of chain
what do you
reaction type thing, you know,
Yeah.
dominoes. One affects another. So,
but it's all right.
sad.
She lived a great life, and you know, we had our sad time, and now we're gonna celebrate her life. Like I said, I'm gonna take just the things that I've thought about and kind of implement them. And I signed up for school again, and just little things.
Did you ever tell anybody who this is?
I don't even know.
Does anybody know? Any Pittsburgh fans out there know
Manny Sanguian, the Bat Boys. What was it called? The lumber
company.
There was a group of baseball players. Imagine this in the
Pirates.
70s. On the Pirates.
Willie Stargell.
How many
Dave
were there?
Parker.
3? 4? They were called the Lumber Company because they would just hit home runs.
1979.
That's so sick.
That was the year of
Manny Sanguian.
We Are Family.
What?
You heard the song We Are Family.
We are family.
They were singing it in the stands.
What are the words to that?
You had most of it. I don't know. It goes on and on.
Family. And my sister and me. Something like that.
It's all good, yeah. But that was their theme song.
Yeah, the Lumber Company. That was their theme song.
Yeah, that was 1979.
See, sports and stuff like that. That's what I wish I was around for. Like now, like we were talking about earlier.
I hope I'm remembering right.
Like the political ties with it. It ruined all that fun stuff. Like. And then for a minute there, sports were taking away celebrations and trying to, you know, they added more rules. Like, it wasn't just politics that ruined sports. It was the rules changes.
That was the year of Steel City. Won the Super Bowl, their fourth Super Bowl.
Man, I want to go back to Pittsburgh soon. I want to go back. I want to
had a half-decent hockey
see the
team.
Berg. Yeah,
we almost won a Stanley Cup that year, if I'm not mistaken. They don't have a basketball team, but they only got the 3
college.
Yeah, Pitt, Penn State. They were probably winning.
Why don't we have an NBA team? They just
never. They had.
Why did they give it to Philly?
When it was just the ABA, before it went to the NBA, they were the Pittsburgh Pipers. They had a team, but when the ABA merged with the NBA,
you got a team named
didn't make it.
The Pittsburgh Pipers.
That team didn't make it. They weren't very good.
Yeah, well, it sounds like they were smoking half the time.
Steel City.
Steel City.
They were smoking.
Yeah, they were the Pipers.
We were making steel then.
Yeah, see, that was when it was real Steel City. Yeah, there was a lot going on back then.
Furnaces
just
were
the
on.
70s, though, you know?
60s and 70s.
I've seen, obviously, documentaries. I was not born in the 70s. I'm not that old.
I graduated in 73.
Yeah, this guy.
I was born in 55.
55? Who was president?
You know, I don't know.
Roosevelt. So that was 70 years ago. 65 years ago.
Eisenhower, I think, was with the World War
I.
So it might have been Roosevelt. Kennedy was in the 60s for a year.
60s. Nixon was 60s.
Well, then it was Ford. It was Ford, and then
not Frost.
Ford, Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah, Lyndon B. LBJ.
And then Nixon, and then Ford. But yeah,
I knew a little bit more than I thought I did about presidents.
Yeah, I can't think. I don't know who was before Kennedy. Who he was?
Nixon.
No, Nixon was after.
LBJ.
LBJ.
I'll look it up real quick.
It was Kennedy, then he got shot.
Oh, it was Garfield.
It was Kennedy, and then he got shot, and then Lyndon B. Johnson
Buchanan.
took over because he was vice president. And then he ran again and won another 4 years, and then Nixon beat him in 70s, it was late 60s, 70s, whatever it was.
And then Nixon got kicked out.
Watergate,
which he was hiding what?
No, he was stealing. I don't know what that was going on. It didn't hurt the country as far as it was.
It was just a him, yeah, dirty politics. Well, what do they call it? Oh my gosh! Real quick before the Epstein. So they arrested Epstein. You know Epstein, right? Jeffrey Epstein, the guy who murdered himself. He was the pedophile. They've arrested his wife or his confidant, his lady, his right-hand lady. Crazy things are coming out. Like her dad, Robert Maxwell or something like that. I think it's Robert Maxwell. He was running this. She married Epstein. He had no idea. She wanted him to take over the family business. Apparently this has been going on forever. This is real sick, guys. I mean, we're talking, all this BLM stuff, and yeah, it's important. And like I said, this is what I'm telling you. The media wants you to see what they want you to see. They don't want to talk about what's really going on. We have high political officials from all over the world banging little kids.
You don't want to get into that.
What do you mean get into it? It's all over the news. We should be getting into it. Like, I shouldn't be worried whether or not they're going to do 2 anthems on the freaking football game. We got Prince Andrew banging little kids.
Yeah, I don't know. This thing.
Bill Clinton.
I always tell you can't take
banging little kids.
You can't take what you hear.
Bill Clinton. When was that? Oh, that was after.
You gotta let stories play out a little bit. 'Cause there's a lot more stuff that always comes out. So.
Oh yeah, I mean.
I think I'm gonna go out and take a smoke break.
All right, we're gonna end this though.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna end this now. Yeah.
Not a cigarette.
Well, thanks for letting us know that on the Sankes Den Podcast. But yeah, appreciate you coming on, man. Yeah, and thank you guys for tuning in. I see there's one person here. Thank you. I can't see who it is. I have a feeling I know. So thank you for joining. But yeah, thank you, Dad, for coming. I got more episodes coming out. Sorry I had a little delay. Like I said, I got a lot going on. I got dumped. Family member passing. Corona time. But we back. Our mind's back. We're straight. Remember, guys, stay safe out there. Be safe.
Remember, I know it's been a long time since the last time I was on, but if I'm never on again...
And then he comes back on, He'll be on again, but, all right.
I was just getting back to that camping trip bit.
Well, what about it?
Bears, no bears.
Oh, yeah. If one of us gets oh, yeah. If no one comes back. If he starts hosting the Sankes Den.
I did want to ask you, when you guys went up there...
Go to the mic real quick. What are you doing?
What did you guys do up there when you were up there? Did you have a gun or anything? Could you have a fire? Were you allowed to have campfires?
You can't have campfires right now in Arizona, but you can shoot...
I don't think so. If you can't have...
It said no combustible item.
Well, you can't shoot that.
Yeah, but we...
Maybe we go up. We find out before we go up. I got a shotgun. I'd like to take
I'm going to bring mine,
yeah. Cans.
Yeah.
We'll call and see if we can before we take them.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm going to bring my shotgun. We're going to shoot some stuff. It'll be fun. Thank you guys for joining us on the Sankes Den episode 16. Isabel, Jesus Christ.
Come on.
All right. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. Thank you.